morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Capo!
Jim Jones.
What's up?
What up, Jones?
I see. We were talking about because Shaq has a show. Well, his family, his kids, and his ex-wife and everything, they have a show coming. And I think people look at it like, oh, reality show, that's terrible. But there actually are really good ones that are family-oriented based because it gets a bad rap sometimes.
I mean, well, reality television kind of took over TV. Actually, the percentage of reality TV that's on television is crazy. You know what I mean? So there is a lot of shows that I like to watch also that kind of dope. And then you got a lot of shows that, you know, I call them roof jumpers. Everybody gets on TV to jump off the roof. And some of them shows, you know, catch your attention for a little while. So I'm not mad at anybody. You know, I just hope everybody understand how this started and where it came from, as the same people who condemn me for being on reality TV are all now lining up to try to get their own show. Or
Now, I heard that Cameron and Jewels might be jumping into the love and hip-hop world.
I mean, you know, it don't.
They didn't want you to do it at first.
It don't surprise me, you know what I mean? But Jewels, you know, Jewels was always advocate of what I do. He helped me out in the beginning. Anytime I need him when I was on the show, he'd come up and do
Kim Bella was on
pop
there.
up. You know what I mean? So, but you know, Cam and Shaky Bakey, you know, he catches on after the fact and make it feel like he did something new. You know?
Now, what's wrong with you and Cameron? We gonna get a Diplomat album?
You didn't hear the Rap Radar podcast. He does not like to talk about that.
Yeah,
Did he unblock you?
It ain't really. Nah, that ain't block me. You know, it ain't really not too much to talk about. Like I told people, the reason why I did what I did as far as Instagram and stuff, I want people to see that it had nothing to do with it. There've been Diplomat records that have been on hard drives and stuff, as you can see.
But what happened? Y'all did songs with Dre.
Cam put one out and he took me off. So when people ask me about Diplomats, I tell them there it is. The proof is in the pudding.
But I don't understand. So he just took you off. No, nothing happened before that. The song came out, and I saw you was like.
Before that, he blocked me. I remember. I remember it was the Diplomatic Community 13th anniversary, so I was trying to post up a picture and then tag Joels and Cam and Zeke and all of them, and I was trying to tag Cam and wasn't responding. Like it wasn't pop. I'm like, whoa.
That's the worst feeling when you find out.
I felt like damn, like that. You gonna cut me off a text?
But they said it was a response because I think you said, man, DC's was alluded that maybe he was snitching or something.
Oh, I don't know who's snitching. For me to tell who's snitching would be snitching. You know what I mean? I would hope whoever's in jail is flying straight. You know what I mean? In jail is tough in there. If you ain't got your paperwork together, I don't think you're gonna last too long. You know what I mean? So, and that whole situation was a whole nother situation. That was some street that really had anything to do with camera on it. You know, it's a bunch of personality flaws that we could talk about up here about people, but we're not gonna get into that. You know.
How did the other members of Dipset deal with brotherly issues?
I mean, you know, Jewels is his own man. It came to a point where the money makes you your own man. It makes you your own boss. That was the things that was the first debacle between Cam and Jewels. Is, you know, he finally became of knowledge of what the game was about and what he was worth and what he should have been getting. You know, that's how that went. So,
I'm confused, and this is why it was confused me. Like, you got in a beef for the family. I was the so-called. You was the Dudder man.
Enforcer.
He said the Dudder man.
He was the enforcer.
I was the Dudder without a stutter. You heard?
You done got in a beef with everybody for the unit.
100%.
And then now that y'all don't speak it seems crazy. I mean, you got into the beef with Rockefeller because of it.
Facts.
Beef with True Life because of it.
He's a bird. I mean, you know, facts.
You got a beef with everybody, but pretty much because of Cam and the situation.
I mean, yeah, you get in a situation with your brothers and, you know, you go against the world, just like 300. That was the mentality we had. It was us against them. Couldn't nobody stop us. Couldn't nobody really do nothing with us and things like that. It's kind of crazy because I was just telling somebody the other day, like, the same artists you came up admiring and wanted to be like and rap like and go get the coats and the jackets like, and was the same people that we came in the game as competition at a young age. So we had like the Iverson syndrome when Iverson went to the pros and had to shake up Michael Jordan. It was the same thing, but what we were going to do, let somebody walk over us and not eat in this game and not feed our family and live the lifestyle that everybody wanted to do, or boss up and make Diplomats a household name by any means necessary. And that was the position I took. I mean, it's still a position I take for my and shit like that part of me. You know, I mean, I go hard. I mean,
but do you feel now because you did that, you could have broke bread with a lot of these people that you had beef with, and now the person that you were.
I guess you ain't expect your team to fall out.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't expect my team to fall out, and you know, leadership skills come with having a leader that kind of guides you, and or having some people over you that kind of, you know, tells you what to do a little bit. We didn't have no OGs. Me and Cam was each other's OG, so it was kind of hard to navigate and fulfill everybody's diplomat dream when you had two young kids that was making millions since the teenage years. And you know, as you get older, you kind of separate. Everybody has their own views, bro.
Dame wasn't y'all OG? Because y'all, it seemed like y'all looked up to Dame.
Dame is a bird, man. Dame is a bird. Dame always been a bird. But yeah, he was at one time, he was a dope individual. He had Rockefeller. They was at the top of the mountain. Saved Cam from a hell of a situation when he lost his deal. Started as management and then gave him the opportunity to actually be a Rockefeller artist. And Cam flourished, went platinum. Gave us the platform to do Diplomats. Joel's flourished, he went platinum. I mean, we did everything we wanted to do. I mean, so I can't be mad at the fact of the things I had to do. It's kind of funny though, because some of these people that I had to go up against, I would have loved to do some music with, like, you know what I mean, from the Jays to the Nas's and all that, you know what I mean? And I never knew Nas, but Jay, there was a point, there was a mutual respect before all of this went down. We used to run up in baseline and gambling, playing guts and playing pool and all that, so, you know, it was good, but I do hope that these same individuals respect what I had to do for mines.
Right.
You dig? It wasn't nothing personal against them. I didn't know none of them. This is the game. I don't know nobody in the game. You know what I mean? All I know is how to eat and protect my dudes, and that's what I did. And so, you know.
But don't you think some ties are just stronger than any industry bull? Like, y'all really came from the mud together.
No, 100%, man. Me and Cam started from high school days. Me, Cam, and Zeke, and you know, Joel's also. We got him when he was 16. He was a tender youngin' and turned into a beast. I mean, what we gonna do, man? We gonna live life, or we gonna cry over spilled milk, man? We had an incredible time, and you know, I don't know if the timing is the right time to do another Diplomat album. I don't know if the people will receive us the same way that they did receive us, but I ain't mad, man.
You feel like business-wise, y'all could come back together though?
I mean, yeah, if business presents the opportunity to do something, yeah, that's easy. Everybody moves for money. It ain't like no way. You know, I doubt that nobody ain't gonna get up out their bed for a check, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I ain't got time to play with nobody's personal comedian endeavors. I ain't a comedian.
And see, I can't tell when y'all playing. Like, even when Cam would
too.
do a video talking, he took you off the song.
I ain't never really playing, though. Even when I'm joking, I ain't playing. I be dead serious, but I can laugh about certain things. I know certain things ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't built like that. You know what I mean?
I remember one time Cam said that y'all that you wanted to fake a beef.
Yeah, you know, and that's the whole nother thing. When you younger and you watching the game, and he talking about some stuff that we talked about probably when it was 1996 or 1997, something like that. You know what I mean? And you watch all these beefs, and you thinking of elaborate ways for your team to get on and kind of shake the pot and things like that. So, you know, that's probably one of the things that I threw out about. It wasn't, you know what I mean?
It wasn't like orchestrated, like this is what
like, yo, this is what, like, you know what I mean? It was like, yo, man, it'd be crazy. We start a beef, come back together, it'd be ill. This is probably around the time when Jay was like singing that First the Rap Game breakup. That was so, you know what I mean? It was around that. You know what I mean? So me and Cam was students of the game, man. We studied hip hop when we was coming up. Like, we had VCR tapes of videos and everything. So we were so excited to be in it. It was like, man, we gotta make our marks, you know. And those are those kind of conversations, you know what I mean? By no means, I ain't mean no malice by it. It was all for the level of what we were doing in Dipset, you know what I mean? And you know, you got people that always twist your words up and try to use it as a stepping stone to make themselves look good, like Jim was slipping. But Jim was never slipping, man.
You feel like you get your just due though? For all the stuff that you've done, I mean, you named a bunch of them, but
nah, I don't get no.
I didn't even finish.
I don't get no just due out here.
I mean, bringing Master P down here and the first one to do a record with him, to the Vamp Soda Company, to the clothing lines. Like, do you feel like people respect the business side of Jim at all? Because they don't. I see it, but I feel like people.
I mean, it's hard to respect the business side of somebody who's been acting erratic for 20 years in this game. You dig? I know everybody know I'm smart. I know everybody know I know how to get to a dollar, but I guess when it comes to really sitting down and diving into all the things I've done, nobody's take the time out to really realize all the stuff that I've started, all the trends that I've started, all the business moves that I started, and a lot of them things I've seen other rappers or other moguls kind of grab onto my idea and take it to the sky. So, you know, a lot of times those are the things that really piss me off. Like, I do an off-Broadway play, I get 2 thumbs up in the New York Times theatrical section, and that's just it. You
See,
know
I
what I
was
mean?
gonna bring that
That's where it dies.
'Cause
But
I
if
saw
someone else were to do it in this game who could possibly pull it off, I don't know who, but this would have been probably something they've been playing in Paris. And now that I see the rap
Hamilton.
play Hamilton, I laugh at it. Like, man, I rap circles around Hamilton. You dig? Like, I ain't and no disrespecting nobody and things like that. But I know what I pulled off, and I know what I'm capable of. But I ain't gonna sit here and go crazy about it, though. I just keep on moving. Some amount of stick in a big way.
Around you, Jim.
And that might be it. it's always good to have white people around you, man. Not to say it in that way, but you know they think different. Like I said, they financial thinking is way different than we were taught, and you know their business etiquette is way different. But
yeah, that was one example of the hip hop monologues play you did, because I went to go see that, and I thought it was a really great play. Like, you did a great job acting. Everybody was really good in it. The script was great, and I was like, okay, so I'm sure next day about to take this on the road, and
that's what I'm saying. Like, I wrote the script. The only thing I didn't do was direct it. That was the director's job. But when it came to all the ingenuities and all that type of things, I did all that myself. And you know, these are things that people don't get to see or hear, or you know what I mean. I don't have somebody with a Snapchat around me all day or somebody posting up. I just go for mine and I keep it like that. And hopefully, you know, somebody that thinks that is dope enough or put it to the forefront. Like, you know, I hear. When I heard Diddy was doing, he's about to do a vocational school in Harlem. That's kind of dope. Those are actually one of the things I wanted to do for so long that I started teaching the high school curriculum for like 3-4 years straight about music, called Music 101. And you don't hear people talk about that.
You was teaching in high school?
Mm-hmm. Called Music 101. I take a classroom and turn it into a fully functional record label, all the departments, and and show them how to market it and promote an album or single or artist from the beginning to when they drop a project.
So how did you dress as a teacher, Jim? You said Fly Boy Harlem?
Yeah, and I dressed as Jim, and they respected it. It was an after school program. It was like an 8-week program, and my attendance was 100% attendance every week, and the kids loved it and they enjoyed it because they just give them a different look on how you can make a career without actually having to go to college, because a lot of these kids don't get the opportunity to go to college, or their circumstances from the ghetto or where they growing up doesn't let them go to college. So, I just want them to know that there's different ways you can make a buku amount of money in this.
I mean, you had a lot of people that work for you, too, that interned for you, that worked under you, that's doing very well. You had
ASAP Yams.
ASAP Yams.
R.I.P. to Yams. That was a good brother. They used to tie him up and put him under the desk and all that back in the days, but he soaked up a lot of game, and to see him flourish the way he did was incredible. You got Karen Civil. She's the bomb right now. She's going. Somebody get me in touch with Karen Civil, man. I know
that's
easy.
We all got
That's easy.
And there's another thing. So Karen used to work for me, and then that's how much I love my guys. Her and Duke the God had got into something, and I kind of stuck up for Duke the God, him not being boisterous like he is supposed to be, especially when it came up to money. So I kind of said some irate things to Karen. I mean, so and that's how that go. But that's once again, and then fast forward, you see Duke the God talking to her and things like that, and I'd be like, wow, the Jim looks like a dirtbag all over again. You know what I mean? So, but it's all good, man. You know what I mean?
It's interesting though, because in a lot of ways you kind of played the Dame Dash role, but with muscle. So it wasn't just you screaming all the time, but then you ended up being the bad guy in a lot of those situations.
Yeah, I ended up burning myself out. You know what I mean? When you pop in and you hot, people will let you slap them in their face because they know you about $1 and they gonna make some money off that slap or whatever it is. But when that rise starts to decline and things like that, the same people that you insulted, they take it a little bit different. They're like, tables turn on. We don't need you now, you know what I mean? So, I go through my in the game, but for one part, I'm always me, and it really don't matter because I know how to make money. So, it don't matter where y'all at, I'm always gonna pop up and buy as much bottles as you buy. I mean, I'm living life. I love it, you know what I mean? I got a chance to take some time off and hang out with my son. That was the most important part to me.